The city of Duluth is located on the far western edge of Lake Superior, and it has a seaplane base, Skyharbor Seaplane Base, located on a long, narrow island just south of the city of Duluth. We stopped into Skyharbor to take these pictures. Unfortunately, it was the month of November and most of the activity had died down, but there was still some seaplane operations. The dock was out, but the ramp and service was still there, as you'll see in a minute.
My name is Dave Warner. I'm the airport manager here at Skyharbor Airport. We are a year-round, well, not year-round, seaplane base, and we have got ski planes and land planes and just about everything else in between. We're an international airport here on Park Point in Duluth, Minnesota. We're open year-round to all traffic. We have fuel here. We have a dock for float planes. Our fuel line will extend down to the end of the dock for fueling up the float planes. We have a float plane ramp for you float guys to scoot up on it. If you happen to have amphibs, you can just roll right up on our ramp. Parking fees are $5 a day. With fuel, the first night is free. And we just want to welcome pilots from all over the region to swing in and check out our unique little airport down here.
When I got there, it was November the 4th or 5th, whatever, and the docks were pulled out. Now this is probably the neatest dolly I've ever seen to move float planes around. We're going to watch this for a while, for a couple of minutes, because I thought it was such a unique machine. The tractor operator controls everything from the tractor deck, as you'll see in just a few minutes. He pulled the plane down towards the ramp, and he's going to go behind the airplane now, put the dolly in between, and then push it down to the ramp and lower it on the ramp itself. Now this ramp has plastic 2x4s, I guess you call it, so you can pull up to the ramp with your straight floats and not worry about scratching it. As he aligns the dolly up, you'll note he's going to bring the dolly up first and then move the spreaders out. Dolly comes up, and then hydraulically, one at a time, left spreader comes out, right spreader starts to come out, and when he gets them in place, then he'll come up with the platform and lift the float plane off the ground. Lots of hydraulic hoses, and one man does everything. We're going to take a look at the dolly sliders going in and out so you can see how far it goes and how smooth it goes. I understand there may be a dolly that is as complicated or more so up in Alaska. Jay Fry talked about it at one time, and I tried to find the picture of it, but I couldn't. This has been here since 1984, I think the gentleman said. And I don't know what they do when it breaks, because how do you get the planes in the water? They must have a hand backup dolly someplace.
I'm Jonathan Messer. We use a float cart here to put airplanes in and out. It was built in the 80s by a fellow named John Tulleen.
If you happen to be flying in the area and having some bumps under the cowl that don't seem right, we have Jonathan Messerer down here who runs Jonathan Aero, and he'd be more than happy to help assist you with the problems. If you're in Duluth and want to visit us, head through Canal Park over the famous aerial lift bridge and straight down the point until you come to our gate.
I stopped in earlier this summer and took these slides of two of the most beautiful beach aircraft on straight floats you've ever seen. They're used with a private company to take some fishermen up north along with a Cessna Caravan. We did go back and get some video of the aircraft in the hangar. What's unique about the aircraft is the dolly platform that they have made for each one of these aircraft. The first time I was there, and I didn't have the movie camera, I watched them back these airplanes in with that red truck, and they could just put them right exactly on the spot. I've never seen electric towing cables to pull the airplane up on the platform. That was the first time. A lot of weight in the Beech 18, so there was pretty beefy platforms. And oh yes, there's two spare floats, one on each side of the ceiling.
My name is John Justad. I own and operate Beaver 31357. In the wintertime, I keep it here at Skyharbor Airport for maintenance and storage. In the summertime, I operate from my own area around Hackensack, Walker, Longville area doing sightseeing rides. The company is Lake Country Air Service. Sometimes in the spring, before I go over to the Walker, Hackensack area, I run from Skyharbor, and also in the fall, I sometimes do rides from here as well.
My name is Sean Munson. I'm with Lake Superior Helicopters, and over the weekends during the summer, if you happen to stop by the airport, Skyharbor Airport here, we offer tours starting at $45 per seat of the area in the helicopter.
Now you've had a chance to see what the Skyharbor Seaplane Base looks like south of Duluth. An excellent place to stop to get some fuel or do maintenance or do a float changeover.